What's up, you guys? It's me, Nelson Aris. So, just as. Fuck. Alright. Hey, you guys, it's me, Nelson Aris. So, honestly, bro, this whole entire week, we just been off campus because you know what? Texas, it's been pretty cold lately.
Texas is weird as fuck, bro.
What are you
Texas is just
talking about? I
weird.
love, I love that. I love
Nah.
cold temperature. I love the cold.
What have you been doing? What have you been doing the week that we just been on break?
I've been working on myself, focusing on myself, working in the gym, improving myself ever since I broke up with her. And like today is Saturday, February 5th, and 5 days. You know whose birthday it is? You.
5 days.
Isn't it your birthday in 5 days?
The 13.
Fuck.
Wow, you fake. You fake.
Nah. You misled me.
Emotion.
You misled me. You
Emotion.
misled me. Nah, that's
told
on
you.
you. That's on
I
you.
told you
That's
like
on you.
I told you like more
You
times. It
told
was
me
the 13th.
February 10th. Alright, alright,
Mm-mm.
alright. Yeah,
I
you
told you
did.
the 13th.
Have you
The
heard about
13th.
the
I told you.
article of like, so basically people found out, or I don't know how it even like started spreading, and this is not like a conspiracy theory or anything like that, but supposedly there's like a Chinese balloon hovering around the United States. And what do you think of that? Like, do you believe in that? Do you think it's fake? Because I honestly,
Eh,
if I
I
heard of
mean,
that, I think it would
I
be
would.
fake, but it's not
Yeah,
fake
because why would
because
China like? Why would China want to have like send a balloon like a balloon to like what was it, California or something?
I thought it was
No,
Minnesota or something like that. How you
Minnesota.
pronounce it? Yeah. Shut up.
Minnesota.
I'm
Minnesota
definitely
head
myself
ass.
after that. I had like a
Minnesota
whole
is
stuttering problem after that.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Is that?
think like of all the places, why Minnesota?
But the thing about the China, what they're suffering through is the pollution. People have to wear masks even though it's not like COVID no more. They wore masks before like
Hmm.
before it was quarantine, and just because of that, there's like if you don't wear the mask, the air is like so polluted you can get cancer or some kind of disease from the air because of like the pollution,
I don't know.
how bad it is over there.
Must year.
Yeah,
But
but
you think
that's
that was there any conflict?
I mean, it's kind of weird. I don't really want China like watching me from up in the sky and just knowing what I'm doing. I swear
Don't
China
have
be
the
doing some weird
surveillance.
stuff because I remember back then when there was like the 26th it was like when Joe Biden was elected president, there was like cyber attacks from Russia, like I don't know, that's what I heard, like an article, and I was like based on like true facts that they were cyber attacking the elections, like convince people that Donald Trump won but it was Joe
Oh,
Biden.
when they were like sabotaging the what's it called
Yeah.
voting and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
all that
remember.
stuff. Yeah, I remember, and I also heard like another article how like people found like whoever, like people found like stacks of like votes from Donald Trump that were just burned
Mm.
and like thrown away to not make them
Heck,
count. It's crazy how people would be like for during elections or in the United States, especially that Capitol attack. That's crazy. There
oh, the
was
one
just
where
that
you
there's a
like
picture that says like
the
Assassin's Creed the Capitol, something like that.
the. I remember they said supposedly they were playing like hide and seek in the Capitol whenever they raided it.
Bro, what the heck?
They were like playing like hide and seek inside of it. Like I remember.
What
It was
the
like a.
heck?
I read it. I was like, what's it called? I don't know. It was like, it was pretty funny. It was pretty cool. And people like were like just playing hide and seek in there.
I
It was
remember
pretty
you
cool.
seen that one. You seen that one popular guy like with like horns sticking out, like just like half black and half blue.
Black and
And
half blue.
I don't know. He was like an iconic person during that day, like the Capitol when it was like the when it was attacked.
No,
But
I don't
like
know
I
that.
think it was like a month later or months later that he'd been arrested and sentenced like. But my like it might be inaccurate, but it's like at least 20 years sentenced in jail. I don't know. I have to pull up
Damn.
the article, but I mean, that's on him though because it was his choice. And
Mm.
like after when it was attacked, a bunch of the FBI's like were under investigation. Uh, you know, like trying to figure out what
I heard
happened.
about the what's it called? What's happening with the Andrew Tate trial thing?
Bro, that's crazy. I
That
used
is
to,
crazy.
bro. I remember how he said like the Matrix is about to get me, like they're close to grabbing me, stuff like that, and I
Yeah.
mean, it was crazy. We can see like hair,
And then
like.
like he's like
Hey, matter of fact,
like
there
they
was
might
some.
release him.
You know how he got caught? It's by that one girl. What's her name?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
It's the
It's
climate
like she's
girl.
talking about like the climate. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's
it
because
was
like the
that
reason why
girl.
he got caught is because of the pizza box in the video. That was pretty. I mean, like I don't even know how the heck that even happened though. But it's because like he wrote like a comment Twitter saying like how I got 20 Bugattis. What about you? And she was fine. I don't even know what she said.
Uh, Um, like supposedly they said that there's like they might release them because what's the other dude's name? It's Andrew and who's the other one? It's Andrew and
And
Tristan.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Tristan is the one that has like a 2 year old, like no, like a 2 week old kid, like a baby, is coming in, and they might release him because of that. Then also because they have like almost no proof of the human
He must be
trafficking or
lucky.
like some of
He's gonna be worshiping that child in the future.
that. Probably yeah.
But
It'll
it
be
says
like
in the tweet, it says, "Hello, Greta Thunberg. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a 116 8.0 quad turbo." And blah, blah, blah. At the end, he says, "Please provide your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection and the respective enormous emissions." And then she responds with, "Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalaugh.com."
what the hell?
And I was telling you, it was like a really good comeback. Like she just like played it off, and then she reported the
Okay.
police. I think like the Romania police saying how Andrew Tate's located here because he's supposedly he's been human trafficking, but the like all his fans are basically like protecting him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like his
that's pretty
fan
cool.
base
Though.
are
Like
like
everyone,
protecting. Yeah, and
you
like
know, I saw a
honest,
video of what's it called? Like people were like protesting. I don't know where they're protesting like for Andrew Tate, like to free Andrew Tate.
probably in Romania
That's pretty
because
cool.
you know how he said like Romania is like
Maybe.
the safest country out there and stuff like that. I remember how he said something like that. But
Yeah, but he said he already got had raided. It had been
yeah,
raided
that was
because
like back in 2014 due to human trafficking. But that was like
no, it
actually
was
true though.
because they thought he was like a Russian spy or something like that. Like a
Oh,
like
I never heard of
like
that.
a I don't know. It was pretty weird. It's because like he supposedly was like a Russian informant or something like that.
But honestly, like he's denying that he's in, like he said like a quote like I'm an innocent man not being arrested for no reason. But like honestly, I mean he's like the richest man out there. That's like kind of a
Basically,
lie.
yeah.
Yeah, like
But
I
supposedly
would
he's
believe
the
him,
one going
but
broke.
huh?
Supposedly he's going broke.
I mean all
Supposedly,
that trials
uh,
maybe.
maybe.
Didn't they like didn't they just stole his like Bugattis something like that?
Yeah, they're like taking his cars and
Yeah,
everything.
keeping that under storage, something like that.
But it's kind of messed up though. They took all his cars, bro.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's crazy though.
It is. But about you, let's go. Let's go to topic. Let's go to meeting Nelson more. Um,
What you mean?
like what's new? Like you got anything new coming up?
What's new? What's new? Um,
Like anything new?
I gotta go through my library right now. I gotta scroll.
Mm,
Can't really think much,
damn.
but
You
there has, huh?
there's a lot then. There's a lot you have done new.
Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, I do because she got her friend
Mm.
instigating me. Just like
Oh, tell
messaged
me
me.
about that. Tell me about that. Tell me about that. A friend instigating.
Let's see. So before I get to that topic, I was on Facetime with her because I,
Mm.
because you
What are
were
we doing?
asleep. I was waiting for you to get up. I called you, and you know what it said? Aaron Chavez failed to connect. I was like, this
I was
dude.
slump.
And so I was like, I'm gonna go call her then. And her friends instigating me, asking me questions about like what you been up to and stuff like that. Like she just like out of
Mm.
nowhere, like she'd never even texted me before. Not like the first. I mean, not always, but sometimes. But like ever since I broke up with her, she's just been trying to text me nonstop. And one night, honestly, that
Mhm.
one night I Facetimed her. I was like, oh, "What you doing?" Because she had like makeup on her, and I was like, "What the heck are you doing?" And she was like,
Yeah.
I was on Instagram." And from there on, she told me, she was like, uh, your girl called you or called me. I was like, what you mean? She was like,
Mhm.
on January 24th, she called me. I was like, why? And she said, when I answered the phone, she was crying. I was like, why was she crying? Because you broke up with
Mhm.
her. I was like, damn. I mean, like my response to that was just to not say anything, because like
Mm,
it was never my intention to even break her heart or like to even make her cry, because I
yeah.
mean, I honestly don't even know, but like I somehow managed to like make her suffer stuff like that, and so it had to be done. But
Mm.
yeah, from there on, we just had a conversation, stuff like that, and
You still talking to that friend though?
yeah, I keep my enemies close. You know what I mean? You know, gotta keep my enemies
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
I
Same thing with
gotta
me. Same thing with me.
I gotta spread my information and also some misleading facts about me when
Same
I'm
thing
telling
with
them
me,
about
cause
you.
I'm over here keeping one of her friends close. I'm
Well,
keeping one of
what you
her
told me
friends
about that?
close.
What you mean by that?
So basically, the last podcast we were talking about her. Um, that same night we ended things. Like I ended things. Like I was like completely. I was like, no, I don't want to have anything with you. Like nothing at all. Basically, I put a dickhead. Like I was like dickhead. Like like uh, like I don't know. I kind of felt bad, but it had to be done. It had to be done. Cause she did that to me first. It's not like I meant it on purpose. It was like she took it like that. Like she took it too fast first of all. Cause she started talking about relationship, and I was like, "We're just gonna be cool." Then she started talking about relationship, and I didn't say anything. I just like let it be. Same way how she was. She just let it be. So I was like, "All right, I'll just let it be." And then she like asked me that same night. She was like, "So do you want something serious with us?" And I was like, I just started. I'm not gonna lie. I started messing around. I was like, "Huh, huh, huh." I can't hear you. Like
Yeah,
you were there.
I was on
You
there. I
were
was
there. You were
on
there.
the Xbox party chat
Yes,
listening
we were the
to Play
Xbox
Around.
party. I was like, huh? Huh? You cutting out? You cutting out? And I made her hung up like 5 times, I think. And then I was like, finally, she was like, all right, you for real want something like between us? And then I was like, I don't. And she was like, okay, so you don't really care about my feelings. So I was like I was like, huh? I did it again. I was like, huh? And then she was like, all right, then, I think she was like, the FIFA 23, I got you. Like, fuck that shit. Like, you're not gonna get it no more. You know what's so funny?
She
You know
said,
what's
oh,
so funny?
she said exactly.
The
She said
same
that.
night, bought it.
And the crazy part, he
I
got it for at least almost $20, and she bought it for
just,
60
she
bucks.
bought it for 60. I bought it for 20. Hey, hey, hold on. Matter of fact, let me give you an exact date when
And then
this was.
you sent a snap of it to her one of her besties too. Matter
Her
of
best friend.
fact.
Right, it was February 3rd. At, so basically, I think we ended up at 1 or something like that. And then February 3rd at 1:14, I bought the game. And then I bought the game. Look, it's right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there.
I
I
see
bought the
that.
game. And then I've been playing it 24/7. And then the next day, one of my sister's friends came over, and she has her on her snap. What I saw says I was held hostage for a bit. What do you mean held hostage? You're the one that came for me. But she said God saved me. She was talking to me about how she missed me and all. I'm like, boy, you wanted this. And she said, at least next time let me get played by someone over 5'10" and with a GMC. First of all, bitch, I grow, okay? I grow like that fat nose she got on. I am 5'10" now. I was 5'9", sophomore. Yeah, beginning of sophomore year.
And I also got something else from Iron Chavez on Instagram. She shared a note saying, "I am 5'10". Think I don't grow. Pedro wish the best with a GMC."
Cause like who has a GMC right now? Like it's either like crappy ass GMC that's breaking down, like a brand new GMC, which is like daddy's car. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't have a car. The car I drive is my dad's truck. It's a Tacoma. And she wasn't complaining when I picked her up in the Tacoma. So like the hell? But hey, I'm getting my money up and I'm like funny up like her. At least I had a whip. At least I was whipping around, you know. But I'm finna buy me an Infinity G36 coupe. And bro, I'm excited for that car.
But do you think like what you did was it the right choice for you or the wrong
Yes,
choice? Like,
it
do
was
you
the right
think
choice.
if you didn't do that, was there an actual chance of you guys actually becoming like an actual thing between you and her?
Yeah, it would have, but it would have ended up the same way it did.
She played you the first time, and so you just
Yeah,
had to pay her back. You know.
I mean, it was like a unintentional but intentional. Like I knew what I was doing, At the same time, I didn't mean it. And she should be grateful I didn't keep it going. Didn't keep it going at all. I just like max was like 2 days that happened. But it was time. It was also on her because she like kept on like putting in her head that we were gonna be something. And I always like I didn't even give a hint that we weren't. I just like let it be. Like every time she was like, oh, like she even said, oh, like you'll be invited to my what's it called to my sister's wedding. It's like a weird thing. And then I'm like, bro, why you thinking ahead? Like I didn't even say anything. I was like, okay. I said okay. Like with the driest response. I thought like she would get the hint, but she was just like chasing, and I was like, nah, like that's crazy. A 5'10", like over 5'10" with a GMC. I am 5'10", but the GMC is crazy. Hey, you find a guy with a GMC right now, but that's her. That's her.
So right now she's supposed to her friend, which the girl I broke up. Her friend's supposed to call
Hmm.
me, and I told her to hold off for a bit. I'll call you when I'm ready because we're doing a podcast currently.
I'm supposed to be texting this like the one girl I'm talking to, but like that's the thing. Like, okay, so after everything happened, you know the girl I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I told her about it because I was like, I'm gonna tell her everything. So I told her everything except one part because that one part, like, I don't want to talk about it at all. It was like an accident. It was like for an accident. And that one part was whenever it came, like, I went over to her house and then we're supposed to smoke. And then we ended up, like, she ended up pulling out edibles. And then I tried one. It was like in half. And then, the whole story. So I ended up telling her the whole story. Because, like, first we were on a break, right? I was like, hold on. Like, let's take a break, us two. Let's get our shits together. And then that break was whenever I was doing my thing with you know who. And then whenever we were done, like I was done with doing my thing, like I was like, okay, like I just got to start talking to her again. And then when we start talking again, I like told her everything. I was like, I did this and this and this and this. And then I just didn't tell her that one part. And then after that, like she was like, I forgot what she said, but she reacted in a way that I didn't expect her to react. Like it was weird. But she actually ended up reacting like positive in a way. And then like we're still talking good right now. But it's probably because I haven't said that one part, you know.
As
But
long
it's
as that
but
part doesn't get exposed, you're good.
basically yeah, like I'm good. But like I don't know, like, I don't think it's gonna come out either way because at the beginning I had told her I regret it, I didn't want to do it again and all that. So yeah, I even have messages that I like said that like, I regret it and all that.
I think like the girls you be talking to, they're just not. They don't think much about what they're
I mean,
doing. But because
I'm
the
not gonna
girls
lie.
I talk to, they be like, "Why you do that? Why'd you just be on my back?" Or they're just smarter than what
It's
you got.
cause no, it's cause me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a manipulator. I know how to like choose my words in a way where like I make it like oh like it's my bad, but at the same time like you gotta understand,
Yeah,
like
I know what you mean
I
by
don't know.
that. Yeah.
I know how to turn my words. Like I don't know. I know how to be the victim, but like at the same time like tell them how like what actually happened. But I kind of stopped doing that. And the like actual one time I like didn't do that was with her when I told her about what had happened.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I guess the way I see it, I'm more of a guy who pull cougars. You're a guy who pull more like middle schoolers.
Middle schoolers, no pedo. I just be pulling girls my age, but I don't like it at the same time. Like I only pulled I don't know like two seniors, but at the same time I didn't want to be with like seniors because I like from you after I saw you being with a senior, I was like,
Were you
I
jealous or
don't really
what?
like that. No, I just like didn't like how that sounded. Like everything you were telling me about like how it was your relationship, I was like, I'm finna get caught up easily. I was like, nah, they're too smart.
I swear, like honestly like I don't have to really explain it though. The
I don't
stuff.
know. It's because like they're like smarter and they're like, I feel like if they do like they finna outsmart me and I
And
don't
you know
want
what?
that.
It's because
There's this one senior like that like talks to me, and I just text. That's it. We just text, but we're not talking. We just text like as friends. But like, she's trying to hint it that she like wants me and all that. But like I'm like no, like I don't want anything because I don't know. She's like I don't know. She has like the mentality of like my age. She's 18.
I'm talking to this girl. She's from this other school, pretty close from here, and
Mm-hmm.
she was like, you should come visit me." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Where?" She was like, "At work." I was like, "Where do you work at?" She works at this like pretzel shop called like Auntie Annie, something like that. It's like a really good
A
restaurant.
pretzel.
Yeah, and she was like, why do I want to go over there? Because I'm gonna give you a free discount." I was like, "Dang, I'm getting
A
some
free discount.
discounts." Hey,
A pretzel for a
I'm not
pretzel.
complaining about.
Hey,
I'm not complaining about that. Sounds good.
she's gonna
So
give you a discount if you give her that pretzel.
okay,
Hey.
don't be don't.
Okay, continue,
Nah,
continue,
but
continue.
I'm planning like to hit the gym and then go visit her something like that someday.
Is
Just
it
like
close to
as
the gym?
friends, just as friends because I'm not planning to be in a relationship because like relationships are not even worth it. They're just a waste of time for me personally. Because like the
Mm,
stuff I experienced on my own, I just don't really see it the same way after what I gone through the second one. I mean,
yeah.
that's too much time for me. I mean, it's short, but it's too much time for me because I got stuff to focus on before I graduate, and I can't
Mm,
be a son. I can't be like a bad example for my brothers and stuff like that. I have to succeed in life, become a real estate, stuff like that. You know,
yeah.
so I have to
Matter of
do that.
fact, let's talk about a podcast now. Let's talk about a podcast. Like, do you see this podcast growing more? Like, getting
I
actually
don't
somewhere
see
and
it
like,
reaching a million subscribers, but I do believe that it could grow a lot.
mm,
So
I
I
get
do
you.
have a food channel called Nelson's Food. Oh, she responded. Put that aside real quick.
Yeah, no distractions, no distractions.
No distractions. Podcast first, but I do have
Mm-hmm.
a food channel called Nelson Critic. I recently uploaded a video which got like around 235 views, and like growing on YouTube is so easy. I'm not, like
Mm-hmm.
you just gotta know how to promote your stuff, edit stuff, find the right audience. You could find a lot of ways to market it, like on TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, maybe depending. It depends on Snapchat, but
Yeah.
there's so many ways where you can reach. You could become a YouTuber because my mom. The reason
Until high
why I
school.
think it's easy now for me personally is because I experienced it. I
Mm-hmm.
tried so many times to grow my channel. The first time actually, the first channel I made was about me unboxing like Lego sets, and where I got the idea was from this kid's channel called Evan Tube. Back then he was like what 8 years old. He would just
Yeah,
unbox
I
like
remember.
yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
I remember. I remember. I used to watch Evan
I
too.
remember I used to
I was like
watch
every
watching
time.
all those Lego sets, especially if you watch those like Halo like
Yes,
Legos. Those are
yes, those
so
Halo, the Halo
cool. I
Legos.
love those.
I used to want those Legos.
Yeah,
I
and
remember
then
that.
but from there on, my dad gave me gave my channel. Like I had full control over it, and over time that channel sucked. It's because I kept
Mm-hmm.
changing the idea over and over. Like I don't want to do this, but I want to do that. I want to do this. And it just kept changing over and over, and so like I just gave up. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn. So from there on, I made a creating channel, and so that one basically is like how to videos, which I did get some views on it, but I just didn't enjoy it. I hated it so much, and so I just gave up on that. And I did it again, but like I did before, I hated it, did not like it.
Mm-hmm.
And from there on, I just practiced, learned from my parents, watched some videos, advices, and I believe this channel can grow. It will take some time, especially a podcast. To find the
Mm-hmm.
right audience is will be incredibly hard. But I
Yeah.
do believe it's gonna be. I do believe it's gonna we can make it there as long as we believe that we can grow this channel. What I said. What's your response to that?
Like saying that we could like grow.
Yeah.
I feel like we could grow. We just gotta like get it more out there, Like
I honestly.
talk more about it,
Yeah, yeah,
promote it
yeah.
more.
But like, do you think grow? You think if you if you created a channel on your own, do you think it would be easy for you to create to grow a channel or no?
Me personally, I could say not really. Like I could do good like content and all that because I know like I know how funny I be doing. I know how funny I am, bro. Like you could probably watch an hour video of me if I was actually like trying energetic and all that every time. But the things that I would probably struggle with is promoting it, like getting it out there. Like I don't know how to do all that. Like probably the easiest one I'll probably talk about is TikTok, and that's it.
You
Cause I
know,
know how easy it is on TikTok.
you can easily, people be promoting their stuff on TikTok, and it's the easiest way to promote your channel, stuff like that on TikTok. I know there's
Yeah.
one channel my mom may be watching, and she's like a Mexican mom that cooks like Mexican food. Not like, I'm not trying to be racist or anything like that, because my parents are Salvadorian and they make Salvadorian traditional
No,
like
yeah.
food, and so most of her fans and audience where she gets it from is mainly from TikTok. Like if she didn't make that TikTok account, she would be just like she would never get like 300 or 500K views, maybe like at least 5K views. And so
Yeah.
what she does, she promotes like her videos on her TikTok, not like long ass videos, but like super short
Yeah, it's
videos,
like
like
little
at
like
least 30
short
seconds.
videos, like
Yeah,
highlights or clips.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then they all be getting like 3 million, 5 million, a bunch of views, and she don't barely promote it, but like the way, I don't even know how to explain it, but like she is really lucky to get that many views. But as long as you just find the right hashtags, uh, and just be consistent with what you posting on TikTok, you can get the right audience, the right subscribers, and it should be able to convert it to YouTube. But do you enjoy doing podcasts?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty fun.
Um,
Like,
I I think
like
with this podcast, it lets me become who I really am, because the channels I've made before, videos I've made before, I have to use this personality that I don't even know. I don't like it. It just doesn't seem right, and it just makes me so annoyed. The fact like I have to become this person. What I like, I don't know. And so in this podcast, it lets me become who I really am, and like what I can talk about. Like I can actually just be straight up, like open about what I'm going through, what I do, what I'm
talk
in.
about what you enjoy and all that.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get you.
Yeah.
The same thing. Like you just get to like express yourself. You can just talk about anything in the podcast. The video you have to be like a certain thing, like certain topics, certain everything. But in the podcast, you can talk about anything, which is what I enjoy. You can talk about your own things and like it's just fun.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not bad. I like it. It's got the editing part. It's just it takes a bit of time, but it's
I
but
mean,
I
it's
like I
just gonna be
like listening to myself. It's pretty funny.
temporary for now, cause like whenever we start growing the audience, we'll be able to go live and then like be
Nah,
live
matter of fact, we're gonna be together.
podcast.
Yeah.
Twitch though, Twitch live podcast. It could like save, when like it saves it to like two videos.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how Twitch
Yeah.
works, but I heard about Twitch like becoming like a really bad streaming program, because like
Oh, I think
how
yeah,
they.
but it might because this is like dying.
Yeah, that's what I heard about, but
Yeah.
I'm not really sure if it's 100%, because like the employees are really like, I guess you could say it's sexist, and like the way I heard it is because like since they'll be banning like guys that do something that's not bad, but they still ban them, but when a girl does something that's like a bad action, they don't ban her.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the what's it called? It's like I don't think we could talk about it though. I think 'cause, like it's too rated R. Like um a woman that was like live streaming and then she got caught. Got caught. I don't know how else to say, but she only got banned for 4 days. There was this
Oh,
dude
something
that's
like that. I
like
think so. I don't know what it was, but it's something like that. I heard.
it was a dude that like said one word, he got banned. Like his whole account got banned. I'm like, what the heck?
I
This
remember
girl like
watching.
she thing. Huh?
I remember watching this live stream like a few years ago. This guy was playing with his gun, something like that, just like this. So I don't know, some weird stuff, and like he pulls the trigger and shoots his like computer. He shoots his computer, and like the next day, Twitch like banned him for just like being unsafety on stream, something like that.
This
It was some weird stuff. I swear, people on like Twitch be weird sometimes. I swear.
shot his computer just cause.
Yeah, and I be enjoying those like SWAT videos on Twitch. They'll be interesting. Like they be getting swatted for no reason, because like
Yeah,
supposedly someone called
you
it
didn't realize.
because they had a bomb or something.
Yeah, or like they had kidnapped someone.
Yeah.
They're like send a SWAT team. They're like what's it called? They're like this little girl kidnapped. Send a SWAT team immediately. And they like pull up to his house, like just like tear down the door.
bro. That must suck though because they have to pay for the stuff that they damaged.
Yeah, the property damage.
Uh, Speaking of next week, I'm getting a haircut. I'm gonna get like I might get a design on the back or on the side though. What should you think, on the side or on the back?
What are you gonna get though? A mid fade or a burst fade?
I'm getting a mid fade.
And probably be. I mean, you could make it go like from here all the way to the back.
That's
That
pretty nice.
cut,
But I
but
feel like my parents gonna hate it
I'm
though
gonna get a
because
burst fade.
it's gonna like support like it's gonna look bad on me or something like that.
I
They're
don't know
gonna
if I
hate
should
it.
cut my hair like a lot, like right here. All
Honestly,
this.
like I don't. You just get tapers though. I feel like tapers are overrated.
That's why I'm like, I want to see if I get a burst fade like all the way.
Get a buzz cut like one of our friend.
Oh nah, I'll look bad. I'll look like a probably. I don't know. I'll look deformed. I'll look a deformed child.
Or get like a mohawk, something like that.
He what's it called? He looks like a little baby now. Can't wait to go to school and just like grab his head and just start like massaging his
Dude,
head.
now I'm getting that deep. I'm just feeling like slapping his forehead.
I just want to grab him. Like I want to grab him in a triangle chokehold and then just like massage his head like that.
I want to just like squeeze his neck and just like I don't know, just like use my knuckles and just go back and
I want
forth
to see
with
how
it.
smooth his head is. I'm like I just want to be like that. Just to see how smooth it is.
Why did he even do it? I don't know why he did that.
I don't know. He just did it out of nowhere. He like removed everything.
I feel like haircuts are basically makeup for men. Like I'm not gonna lie about that. It
Yeah, it
really
is.
is.
Yeah, it is. Like I don't know. Like it's a big difference though. It's compared to me, like compare me freshman year to this year. Like, different.
Bro, I remember how your hair was so short.
Hey, I could go that way too. I could go that way too. Don't talk about me, bro. Go that way too.
What are you
Go that way.
talking about, bro?
I remember
I used to
all
get
your
free haircuts. I used to get free haircuts from my mom, bro.
exactly. How did that turn out? How did it turn out?
Pretty good. I post some
No
hoes during my
McDonald's
freshman year.
hairline. Yeah, the
Post some hoes
McDonald's
in my
hairline.
freshman year. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't see no McDonald hairline.
You didn't even get it lined up.
I don't see. I don't see. I didn't get it lined up because I don't see no. I don't got no
You want to
McDonald
pull a
hairline.
picture? Pull a picture.
Huh?
I could pull up a picture.
On stream? Because you can't. Because you know who's editing it? Me.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. All right, bet you lucky. You lucky. No, I'm gonna make it my profile so then every time we see it, it's gonna be right there.
Oh, you're funny. Hey.
Huh?
So, have you ever been to Salvador before?
Like a while ago, probably like 2012. It's the
Really?
last time. Yeah, but we're gonna go this year.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna go this year
When?
again. Summer. I think it's like around summer.
Which part of the country?
Miguel.
That's where my family's located.
Yeah, my family's from there too.
I
Like the
really
specific one is Moncagua.
I really uh I don't know. I don't know the name of the city I go to. But the reason why I like going to Salvador is for the mangoes. I love the mangoes, bro. They're so good.
Mangos. I forgot. Oh, I remember when I was little. Cause I remember when I was little, the only reason I used to like over there was because I like to like how the chickens were killed. That's the only reason I went just to see how the chickens were killed. And then like I didn't even want chicken. I was like I want chicken. But at the same time I just wanted to see a chicken like get his head chopped off and like grab him from his legs, tied him up and then just like slash his head off.
Bro, what the hell?
And this
What
like
what do you want?
I don't know. Dude, I was like what like 6 and I enjoyed that, bro. And I was like
I really hate stepping on cow shit on the roads. That'd be so annoying.
dude, that was still a funny story. So we were riding a bike, right? Like okay. So my uncle's house is right here. Then my grandma's house right here. And we stayed in my grandma's house. But my uncle's house was like a little more up, like right here in the mountain. You know? Like a little hill. Then my cousin had a bike and like it was like 4 of us that went on that little bike and we went downhill. We went downhill, like I fell off the bike. And then my cousin and my other cousin, they rammed like right to like they kept the cows. And one of my cousins went flying straight to shit, bro. Like straight to shit. He was all covered in shit. The other one had like cactus all over his body, like cactus springs. And he had to get wrapped up like a mummy, bro. 'Cause he had cactus everywhere, like even up his, bro. I'm telling you, everywhere. He had cactus like things everywhere. It was bad for them. I just got,
there's a story when I was camping somewhere in Texas, and I must have been the most stupidest person to do this, but like one night, I was just a campfire. Everyone be around the campfire, right? And I see like this bark. It falls down out of the campfire, and I was like, oh wow, it's not burning. So I grab it. When I turn it around, it like part of it was just like on fire, and so I was like, ow, 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 and so I look at my palm, like half of this has no skin. I didn't even tell my parents the whole week. I kept this like covered. No, I didn't even cover it with anything, but I was very cautious ever since that happened to me. I kept my distance between a campfire.
You know, if we talking about burning stories, I'm gonna tell you like a thing that happened. So we were in Houston, right? And then you know how we always be doing like carne asadas and all that, right? Like cookouts, kind of like
Yeah.
in the beaches. So we were there, right? And then my dumbass comes. You know how like they dump all the ashes and everything. I was like, oh, this thing ain't cold. And we were playing soccer, and I was supposed to jump over it, bro. My dumbass started stepping like both feet stepped on it, and bro, I did. I started running around because that thing burned everything, like my whole bottom foot.
What
Burned
the
this shit,
hell?
bro. Everything got burned. And then dude, they had to carry me out. Like I couldn't walk because like they like it hurt. Like they had to carry me out of the beach, like to the car, and then I just bought like a spray, like a repair, like help out the burn, and wasn't. Like, they left me like that, bro. Like bottom of feet are healed up. They're good.
Um, Salvador, it's really hot out over there. It's like
I
it's
don't
not like.
remember how. I think it's like moist whenever I went. Like
Oh yeah, it's that's what I mean. It's like a more moisted, like
yeah,
hot, humid type
yeah. It's
climate.
because most of it is like dirt. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I like it because it gives you. It really gives me my skin tanned. I don't really like being white or something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I don't know. Whenever I go to Salvador, I get a little too dark. I get too dark. Like, and
I
I don't even
get
think.
I get into the right skin color, and I like it though because right now I look kind of little white.
I mean, I don't really mind being like looking a little white, but I kind of like my tan whenever I come back.
I like when I'm
Summer,
tanned
bro.
too.
I was a black, bro. I remember I was black. Like, I was burnt. That was because I was in construction.
Man,
Work in
you were
construction.
overcooked.
But I was overcooked. It was not even medium rare. It was overcooked. But it was pretty fun summer. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. Like working
You know
summer.
what I like about being Salvadornos is cuajada. Those are so good, yo.
Bajada, that
Cuajada, bro.
cheese.
Yes. What are
Oh,
you
I'm not.
talking about, bro?
I don't mess with cuajada, bro.
I
I like
love those,
quesadilla.
bro. Bro,
Quesadilla is better.
when there's like a whole bowl of it, I'll eat that whole entire. I'll be munching on that
That's
type of shit.
nasty.
I'll
That's
be
like
munching on it.
water. Like,
I'll be like,
it's gushy.
I'm gonna be like that.
It's gushy. Like it's like weird. It's gushy.
I
Like it's
love it,
weird.
like when you just squeeze it, like cheese
Yeah,
water drops.
that white stuff. The white cheese cups.
Nah, but I mean, whatever you try, someone has to be doing a bad job. But like when my mom makes them, her or her grandmother, they are the best.
Your
You
mom
you
makes it
see,
homemade?
uh, they're homemade. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, we like we buy ours like from a Salvadoran
If they're
store.
like, if you buy them from a store, I'm pretty sure they are like they're not the best, but they're decent.
I mean, they're alright.
But you know what's the best part about us is those poposas. Those are so good. Poposas are so
Las
good.
well, those are so
Those
good.
are so
And
good,
then
bro.
you know what repollo is, right?
Yeah.
We put in repollo and then salsa de tomate sometimes. We put in that too.
I never
Sauce.
really liked the salsa tomate to be honest. I never
I only
really
put it in
tried it.
repollo. Only put it in repollo to like cool it off.
I like it with like beans and cheese or just cheese. Sometimes
I like
depends on the type of meat that's inside the pupusas. I'll probably enjoy it,
I
and
like chicharrón.
especially with like actual like Coca Cola is like
Oh yeah.
the best like meal of the day.
These are the only pupusas I eat. I eat the beans one with cheese. I'll eat the chicharrón one, and that's it. I'll just eat those.
I also like when I visit them. My parents take us to Pizza Hut, and the difference between Pizza Hut from like here in the United States and from Salvador, there's more options to it though, and like the cheese they have over there is like so good.
Yeah, cause like
Like
everything's
it's
like
so different.
organic.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like everything's like almost like it's not like here. It's like what's it called? What do you call it? Like artificial. Is it artificial?
How will I know that? Why would you ask me that?
I don't know. I like
What?
use your
I'm
brain, bro.
not, bro. I'm not a freaking
You're a gardener.
like a farmer over here. The fuck?
You have to be a farmer, bro. You're a farmer.
Hell no.
Yeah, you farm. You farm these nuts. Head
Hell
ass.
no. Hell no.
Oh,
I like the rides, dude. Like, I know it's like the rides over there in Salvador are so long. It's because it's not in a straight line. It's more like swerving because how it's too it's not flat over there. There's like a
mm,
volcano which centers the whole like it's like the very center of the country. And I'm pretty
yeah,
sure recently I think it erupted too. Matter of fact, I was reading
maybe.
something.
I don't
I
know.
was reading something an article. I don't know when, but it did erupt a couple times. I think.
Wait, what part? What part are your parents from?
I don't know. There's somewhere like near San Miguel though.
Is it San Miguel? Like this, like the city?
Not the city, but it's like close by the city though.
Oh,
I don't know that. I don't know that. What? I'm whitewashed. So I don't know much about like Salvador or stuff like that.
uh, I mean, I know a little bit. I know where we actually are from. We're from Moncagua, and that's like just farms. It's like you know, like farms and all that. That's all it is. It's actually pretty nice. I'm not like I actually like it. Like I remember like to go to one of like people that sell like candies and like like shops,
I hate those candies
candy
in
shop.
Salvador. Yeah.
Like we had to cross this like big field. It was like this. It's like probably like a
1 acre.
3 acre field.
Uh,
We had to cross it. We had to like run across, go to this one dude's house just to buy candy, and then run again. Like go back like that 3 acre house.
the
Get to
worst
that.
part. The worst part in Salvador, this like sleeping is the worst because when you sleep,
Bugs, bro.
the
Oh,
mosquitoes are the
it's
worst.
so
And the
annoying.
fact, like, my parents have to smoke the whole entire house before we even
Mhm.
go to sleep because it kills like the bugs or like makes them go away. And
Yeah,
bro, and when you go inside, you just want to cry. You just want to like die. It's so annoying.
that's chamber. Oh, we can't say that. Never mind. Can't say that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I know what you mean by that. Yeah,
it's
but
like,
like I like those macas, like the one where you put them on the wall and they just like swing back and
bro,
forth.
I love those, bruh.
I love those
I
too.
love, I love
I
those.
remember when I was young, I would just swing on them like a freaking
Bro, I don't
swing
even
set.
need this bell, bro. I don't even need this bell. If you give me a maca, I'm set. I'm
Bro,
set. I don't care.
I'll probably break the wall because how heavy I am.
So you said how fat you are, bro.
Nah,
Say
I'm
you're
not
swole,
fat.
bro.
I'm not fat.
You're
I'm
swole.
not
Say you're
fat.
swole.
I'm not
You
fat.
really said that. You said that. You said that.
Hey, so my partner might not be in the next podcast because of some.
This dude. You know you need me in this podcast. You need me. You need
And you
me.
need me too. You
You
need me
need me.
too, bro.
Good thing I'm gonna go this year, probably. Probably.
We're not. I think. I don't know if we're going to Salvador or not. I'm most likely not going to Salvador. But my parents are, I think. All right then. Well, it was good talking to you, Hiron. So, no Sonaris
Good
signing
talking to
out.
you, Mr. Nelson. Haran. Signing out.
Mm.
Yeah.